Okay, so we're going to continue support and resistance on steroids. This is part two. Received a lot of positive feedback on this, but some of you have also expressed doubts that you were able to understand the downward trend, but you're facing difficulties in making the upward trend, right? Let's rewind a little bit before we go for the upward trend. So, if you remember, I had started my support and resistance steroids video by saying that first, it's important to understand whether we are actually on a downward trend, right? And the condition I had made was that hey, if it goes above the swing high, we are on an upward trend. And if it goes below the swing low of the previous move, we are on a downward trend. So I waited for this confirmation here, after which I said that, hey, we are on a downward trend. And I created my first resistance here, if you remember. We're going to use the same logic here as well. I have cut it down. Now, if you look at this entire move, this move is starts from here, right? So if the next following candles are below this swing low, we are on a downward trend. And if the candles go above this, we are on an upward trend, right? Now there is a catch to this, and I'm gonna explain it as we go on. Let's just start right now. So, although I have not covered it yet, a lot of times, and which is something I'm going to cover in detail in subsequent courses, because this really requires a lot of thinking. But take it from me that when you get a candle like this, right, it more or less symbolizes that the move has ended. This is called as a doji candle. The fact that it ended as a green candle is even double confirmation that, hey, your move has pretty much ended and we are not going to go down any further. So, if you look back, it is very rare you're going to get a candle as big as this and a doji. So, just bear with me for some time. It's something I'm gonna cover later on, but I am saying that hey, this move has ended and this is my upward trend. Like this has started symbolizing that I'm gonna go up at this point. So let's move from here, and now I want to wait for a candle that actually like goes above it, and I'm gonna wait for a green candle. You remember, on a downward trend we were looking at red candles. On an upward trend we'll be looking at green candles. So let's play it. And I've got another engulfing candle here. So the engulf is now as big as this to this. We continue. So I can see if this green candle broke out of this green, but it's still inside the entire engulfing portion, if it makes sense. So you genuinely want to see something that breaks out of this candle. And we've got the first breakout. This is my first candle that has come. I'm gonna wait two more candles to see if something is going above. No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to use this to say that hey, this is the start of my move, and I'm gonna draw it. So I'm using these 2 points to connect green to green, and this is my main resistance. Let me make it one dot. Okay, now that I have established my first resistance on the upward trend, what do I need to do? I need to draw parallel lines, right? So we're going to draw parallel lines right here. That looks parallel to me. Okay, again, unfortunately, this candle, you can already see it has broken out. I'm going to come back to this candle later on, but just imagine that, hey, you are only on the second candle and you have not seen this candle yet, right? And based on these first two candles, you had created your boundaries. This was your support. So I'm gonna make this as support. This was your support line. This was your main resistance. Now let's go back and check where did the move actually start. The move started somewhere around this green candle, and the move ended here. Then the subsequent move started here, and it ended here, right? This green to this green. So if I have to draw the entire breadth of the move, I'm going to use this candle. And if you remember, on the red candle, we had taken the upward side. On the green candle, we are going to take the bottom side. So I'm going to use the bottom side of this green candle to draw my resistance. And I'm going to make sure that it's parallel to this. Does it look parallel? That looks parallel to me. Yeah, it looks parallel. So now that I have drawn my max resistance on the block here, I'm going to see how it plays out. Now, obviously, immediately after drawing this candle comes in and breaks it. You kind of know that this support that you have drawn is not correct. So you're going to let it go and wait for a true bottom. Okay, looks like we have a decent bottom inside. We can go ahead and mark it. I mean, if you want, we can wait another two candles to confirm. I think this is decent confirmation that this is the bottom candle. Let's go ahead and draw a parallel line here as well. So far in this move, have you made money? Not at all. But will you make money? I mean, if you follow parallel lines properly, yes, 100%. Let's make it dash. And let me also make this as dash, because we know our outer boundary comes from this, right? So let's continue here, and we'll play it. So again, remember, this is my main resistance right now. I'm gonna make it double, and I'm gonna make this as double, and I'm gonna say, hey, if it's gonna touch either of those two ends, I'm going to long and short it, shorting it here and longing it here. Let's continue. This is becoming too big. You can say how much respect it is giving. Like if you haven't noticed, this line is so good that it's continuously being respected, and so is the bottom line. Like every time, how much respect is being given. This is not some nonsense support that we are drawing. There's like proper respect being given on every level. Like touch, unable, finally breaks, comebacks again inside this channel. This is the damn good line. Okay, finally there is a break, and let's see. Nope, still not there. Okay, now that it has touched it one time, on the second touch, I'm gonna long it. So all, or you can open the long here. I mean, it's up to you. Okay, so you start the long, and you can see you're going negative. Don't worry, the logic will play out. And your long has started becoming positive. So if you had longed it here, yes, there was a risk. It seemed like you were going to go down, but you're coming back. Let me make it smaller. You take the long, and this is the first touch established. You know this touch has happened. It means now it's time for you to short. So you short it. And looks like the short worked out, right? Not a big short, but a decent short. We'll wait for the second touch and short again. And the second touch has been made. We short again. So this is where we are. So again, if you think about it, I think this line was not parallel. Let me just go and check. Yeah, this line, the reason why this picture looks like this is because this line was not parallel. Let me draw it parallel to this. Yeah, this is parallel. If you had drawn it proper parallel, right? Like I did not, I'm now gonna go back and remake the video, but if you had drawn it parallel, you would have seen that this was the first touch, this was the first short, this was the second touch, this was the second short. So now, at this point of time, since two shorts have already been created and you have successfully executed, the third time when it comes, you're not going to short. Why? Because on the third touch, it's very much likely that it can go up and create a new channel on the and create a new resistance, or it could go down. And I don't want you to take this chance. Having said that, if it were to come down on this green, yes, you can open your long position because it wouldn't be an issue if it makes sense. This long is also not parallel to this. Should have created a better parallel line, but I hope you guys get the drift that I'm trying to say here. Like this is parallel to the main, parallel to this, parallel to this. Yes, this would have been the most parallel line. So if it were to come back here and touch again, yes, go ahead and long it without fear, because I mean, don't quote me on this. I'm just trying to help you here, and the probability of success is very very high. But again, remain mindful, keep stop losses. Nothing in this world is certain, but this is as close to certain as I can give you. I hope it makes sense. Don't short it the next time it comes to this red line, but go ahead and long it if it comes to this green. Again, this is not something that you get to execute on a daily basis. So make it, keep it. But as and when you do get a chance, once in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, when the candles actually touch these main points, the returns are massive. So that is all I would tell you. Yeah, and best of luck trading. Hope you guys liked it.